I'm gonna be using a very old library, more than 10-year-old library, the Symphobia that I got back in 2010. The goal is to do as much as possible with as little as possible. We'll see how much we can make if we use a few techniques. If we position it correctly, if we balance it correctly, how big we can make it sound just with 4 patches. That's it.
Challenge accepted.
So we've got this zap, da, and then we've got zaka ta 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 ta, this part here. We've got the melody, so we've got 3 layers, and then we've got this low thing. For this part here, I'm gonna solo it. I think we can do low strings. So I'm just gonna copy this here. Usually I would just use one track and I would have different MIDI channels if I don't want to load more RAM. Having 2 separate tracks allows me to then control different things. So that's why I'm doing it this way, but there are more optimized ways of doing this. All right, so we can mute now this one. So the next thing, maybe woods. It's nice that I've got the kind of like the oboe English horn here instead of the clarinet, because it's exactly what I wanted. So I recorded this. I'm not using click. When I quantize it at 60%, so it quantized but not perfectly. Now I'm gonna record a little bit of automation. Cool, I'm gonna double this with the strings. Cool. I'm gonna make these, instead of a stereo balance, I'm gonna make this stereo panning. I'm going to click here and I'm gonna make a stereo combined panner. And now I've got control over each one of the left and right channel. I'm gonna move the lower strings a little bit, just something like this, and the high strings a little bit like that. All the time we can hear them a little bit better, like we've repositioned. That's something that generally I wouldn't do it in my composing template, but because we are now using just ensemble patches, I need a little bit of extra separation. But I still need a little bit to reposition them a little bit, because ensemble patches sound a little bit bigger than section patches. They take a little bit too much space. So when I'm composing, I'm not mixing. People sometimes when it's like, so composing, mixing and mastering, I can't imagine I need to mix while I'm composing. Yes, obviously when you are composing, you're making sure that everything is in the right place. I wouldn't just put the notes, sounds like crap, and then I'll fix those balancing problems later in the mixing. To me, composing is like composing and going to the scoring stage and recording with an orchestra. There's a mixing engineer there making sure that the balance is right, the musicians are doing their job. So that's exactly what we're doing here. We're still not mixing, we are recording it. But when we're recording, we have to make sure that it gets to our ears the way it's supposed to sound. And then we're gonna do the mixing when we add those saturation plugins and the EQs, all these things. Let's continue. Look at these guys here. Cool. Brass. Okay. What else do we have here? Ooh. Cut. Bring this down here. Staccato short. Super loud. Loudest. Yes. Done with the piano. Exactly. And then we need this hit here. Then we've got this line here. Maybe we can have a little bit of piano. Let's see. I'm gonna bring the piano up a little bit here. And then what we have here. Da, 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 da. How would this sound with brass as well? Maybe trumpets. That's exactly. I'm gonna separate this one. So I've got control. I'm gonna duplicate track. So out of my hair. And this is gonna be bit of the trombones here. Yes. Duplicate track. And so now when I go here, I can do a little bit of the trombones. I'm gonna close them just a tad, and the horns I can move them the left. So I'm just gonna push them a little bit farther. I'm gonna close them a little bit so we can hear the strings here. Nice. I'm just trying to do things like if I didn't have everything that I've got. If I needed the wah wah, I would go for like Cine Samples Monster brass pads. But again, what I want to do is to just work with these 4 tracks plus piano. So I'm going to duplicate this track, which is the brass long notes. In this patch, I'm going to have horns and trumpets, I guess. You can hear a little bit of the trumpets there. Expression is volume modulation, is velocity crossfading. Here I'm going to have the tritone. I'm going to have a little bit of attack to the beginning of it, these notes of tan, ton, trin, ta, ta, ton. A little bit of expression that controls volume, so it blends a little bit better with that long notes. A little bit of help with the piano. I'm gonna bring here the percussion. What if we get rid of this guy for now? I'm trying to find the right balance between this higher pitched percussion instrument and the low instrument. The loudest notes sound a little bit more epic, but also have a little bit more of high frequency component for the very end. And so there's so much that you can do to shape the sound of an instrument before even mixing. That's why the composing part is very important. And then maybe I'll have the violins doubling up an octave to add a little bit of brightness to that line. I'm just dabbling with the strings, this brass melodic line, but instead of going long notes, I'm going staccato notes for the strings. Ooh, it's here, I guess. Maybe a little bit of low brass help. I'm just gonna leave this note here so I can do the rest. And then this part we're gonna add some high staccato strings. Yes, it's not exactly the same line. Yes. Yes. And turn on. Yes, the tritone here. Now it's kind of like, yeah, I like it a little bit better. Congrats! You watched the video till the end. Amazing! I put together my template. I downloaded the file and I uploaded it so you can download it for free. I'm talking about my orchestral template, meaning all the instruments loaded and how I've got it configured so I can put my hands on the keyboard and start composing. And not just that, but also my template is organized so it mixes the music automatically for you. So I added a link below, just click download, and also you'll be downloading lots of extra free stuff that I included in this kind of like bundle. A list of the libraries that I use, mixing and mastering course that's usually paid, and I included this for free just through this link. Also lots of analyze the scores, Jason Bourne, Captain America, and so much more, Harry Potter, transcribed, analyzed, reduced, and then videos of myself kind of like recreating that style. If you don't read music, you can replicate the style step by step just by watching me. Alright, cool, that's all. Click the link below, download all that free stuff. Thanks for your time, thanks for watching our videos. You're one of us. Consider subscribing if you haven't already so YouTube reminds you whenever we publish these videos. We'll continue to do more and to bring value to the community. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.